Welcome, guys, to Chill Zone. It's another week, and we are back in the podcast room giving you guys another episode of your daily intake of our bullshit in the
Weekly.
life of of Autobot Dad and Cranky Bus Driver. Today we've got a special guest, Parnsy, so stay tuned, and we'll be right back with you.
Hit the tunes, Optimus Prime.
So, alrighty, enough of that shit. Let's get into it. We've got another hour, dive into what we have as a cracker lineup today, because we have not just my best mate Parnsy on the line, but my brother from another mother, from
And another country.
From the hood you could not enter as a child. Parnsy 91, thank you for joining the Chill Zone. Thank you for joining another week.
Thanks, mate. It's been a very, very long. What did we work it out the other week? 33 years we've known each other? Yeah.
33 years we've known each other, so we practically know the ins and outs of... about 32 too long.
Yeah,
and Cranky's style, he's in another state altogether.
I was in another country altogether in those days.
Mm.
You were in South Africa.
I might as well have been in another country.
South Africa.
Yes, lovely. Lekker, bro.
So, what we're talking about today is a cracker lineup, guys. We've got, we're going to talk about the juiciness of another country named Donald Trump. We're also going to get into the mechanical failures at work.
Wait a minute. I got to correct you there. Donald Trump, you added too many letters there. It's just cunt. It's not country.
Oh, yeah. Too many letters.
We'll get more into that, but you know what? Oh, Donald, right? Uncle Donald, as a lot of people call him. Some of the things he does is just absolutely outrageous, and I'm sure we'll talk more about it. And a lot of the things that he does is just actually shit, but he does a lot of good as well. So you got to take the bad with the good, I suppose.
You do.
As I've said to Swagman, and I've said many times on this podcast, I don't like him, but I respect him because he does what he says he's going to do. And
yes,
sure,
that's what I like.
Might be the most whacked out shit you've ever heard, but he does it.
Yeah.
Yes. 100%.
And I tell you what, it's actually changed the way people are looking at our political stance here in Australia. So I'll give you some figures on how that looks at the moment. So obviously people, in Australia have now started to wake up to the bullshit that's going on, how our Prime Minister has reacted to Donald Trump's actions, I guess, in a way, to the point where it's started to play a toll on how people are looking at Anthony Albanese going, what the fuck are you doing to react to this? And watching him not react or do anything when shit happens in our country affected because of Donald Trump. Now, I'll give you some figures. The new federal voting intention and the way... 100%.
Albanese is the biggest squeeze that you'll ever come across.
100%. And the way it looks at the moment is One Nation Party, 32%. The ALP Party, 28.5% voting preference. Liberal National Party, 16.5%. The Greens, 11.5%. Other parties, 11.5%. When it comes to the two-party preferred, people are looking at the ALP at 55%, the LNP as 45%. Now, if you're looking at ALP versus One Nation, it's still showing as ALP 51% and One Nation Party 49%. But if you look at it as a LNP, so the Liberal National Party versus One Nation Party, it's 51% and 49%. So Liberals will now favour One Nation in federal and state elections. So we could see here, and I think what's going to happen is Pauline Hanson is going to step down, and she's going to run in the next election, which I believe is 2027, I believe is our next federal election. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it is 2027 before the federal election.
And a little bit of news that you're going to like about that, Swagman.
Oh, yeah? Let's go.
Give it to us.
By the time the next election comes around, I will be allowed to vote.
You've decided to vote?
Yes.
I'm not kidding you. I'm going for citizenship at the end of the year.
Hey,
nice.
Good man,
You'll be killing it. Beautiful.
It's taken me 23 years, but I got there.
Well, I think it's a good time because they're starting to change the rules around citizenship and who can and cannot have citizenship.
Well, you're definitely going to be a shoo-in. You're going to be a shoo-in because you can speak the language and whatever. They're letting anyone take it now and
Yeah,
get
but
it, so you may as well
no,
get
so
on the bandwagon.
they could still very much turn around and not give him citizenship. So they could say,
that's
no, you're not having
ridiculous.
citizenship. You're not becoming a citizen. And he could have a house, he could have a job, he could have everything. But what the government now is saying is we want to reduce the amount of citizens that we're handing out to. And Sarah obviously had a good time when she went for her citizenship. We didn't have any of this crap going on.
Surely we could stop intake on the bloody Indian truck drivers. That'd be fantastic.
Well,
because they can't even do any. They can't reverse the truck. That's for certain. But
I know a lot of the young ones can't, but
them.
I'll speak up for the older ones. Some of the ones that have been in the industry for 40 years are actually pretty good. But yeah, you're right. The younger ones are kind of fucked.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like
we've got very key
we've got a truck driver, and he works for Miller. You might know of them. They're a cold storage group over east, and he comes
Miller's
into our industrial area, and he'll quite often come over to our offices while we're in the yard and go, "Hey, hello, buddy, can you please back my trailer? I don't know how to back it." And he's just driven from Victoria or like it's fair income, and he's asking us, and he's got a road train.
Listen. It's a road train. That's a little bit different. I was going to say if it's a semi, I'm pretty sure the rule is the bigger the trailer, the easier it is to reverse, right?
Correct. 100%.
But a road train might be a little bit different.
The thing is, the road that he's got to back it up is dead straight. Dead straight. You just got to keep when you're backing a road train, you've got your lead trailer and your dog, right? So your dog trailer's your rear trailer.
Yep.
So whenever you're backing multiple trailers, you just pretend you're in the prime mover. You move your back one, so you pretend you're in the trailer. That's how you back a dog. How you back the dog trailer. So it takes a little bit of getting used to it, but you can do it. Sorry, gents, I'm going to have to turn my camera off because it's a bit hard to use one hand in this machine.
You're all good, mate.
All right, I'll be still listening, but audio only. Audio only. I'll have to come on.
This is when the dick comes out.
Yes, it does. No, definitely not. But we'll definitely. I'm naked right now. That's how quick I am. No, it definitely.
Disclosure, he is not naked.
Yes. When it comes to like
all
truck
that,
driving,
all that high vis was just Velcro, like the stripper's clothes. Rip it straight off.
You know it. But when it comes to like all the immigration and all that stuff, I'm all for it if they want to come here and assimilate. If they come here and say we'll use it because it's a commonly talked about term. The guys from like the Middle East and stuff. Hey, cool. You're a religion. You're a Muslim. That's fine. Not a problem. I've got quite a few mates that are actually Muslim, and they are the nicest people you'll ever come across. But even they say the ones who come here, and they come here and they're all about bringing Shari law and all that crap in. They are the ones that have got the wrong idea, the wrong approach. You want to come to Australia, you come. Fine, by all means. I'll give you a beer and sit out the back and light the fire and we'll talk shit. But don't come here and burn our flag and talk shit and try to change our country's values and the way we operate to make it like your old 100%. Country. You left that country for a reason. You know what I mean? Like,
and that's what they fail to understand. You left that country
because you were not enjoying it. You left it because you were
They left a war zone.
Exactly.
They left a war zone to come join a more peaceful enjoyment, quieter life, and yet they try to bring their culture into Australia.
Hey,
and
Corey,
some of them have the wrong intention altogether.
That's not the culture. Bring the culture by all means, but don't bring 100%. The mentality.
The mentality of their culture.
Yes, bring your culture. I'm a big fan of multicultural shit. I'm a massive foodie, Corey. You know me. I love cooking. I love 100%. Eating good food. I'm not fat for a reason, you know. But I really do enjoy the multicultural food. But doesn't mean that you can bring your bullshit with it, you know? I'm all about it.
Bring the culture, leave the bullshit.
Look, I grew up in South Africa, right? Over in Cape Town.
Some of the greatest cuisine the world's ever seen.
No, that too. But I was going to say that there's a high population of Muslims there. And don't tell me on the 10th of September 2001 that they didn't cry as well. They did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't want that
Because
shit.
no, nobody wants it because it tars everyone with the same brush. You know what I mean? Like, there are good and bad in everyone. I'm not racist at all, but I'm telling you now, I've heard some of the most wildest, outlandish, racist jokes from the people of that origin, you know? And you laugh. But the whole idea of it is there's good and bad in everyone. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, yellow, whatever you want to call it. There's good and bad in everyone.
Yep.
It's not the race, it's the person.
Exactly.
And like,
yeah,
crap,
exactly.
I've got
And the mentality that they've got, their upbringing.
Well, it's not really the upbringing because the way the world works now, everyone's about, oh, let's break the cycle, let's break the cycle. The only way you're going to break that cycle is by generational. It's not one generation can change a whole lifetime of generational stuff. You've got to start putting your foot in the right steps, showing your children, no, we're not doing that anymore. We're going to be who we are, have our core values, have our core morals, but still be like normal, you know, be polite. You know, normal is a stupid word because tell me what you define, what's the definition of normal? You know what I mean? It's just, it's a stupid word.
Well, that's
realistically, in all cases, Australia is built on a massive multicultural platform, right? We've got that many people here from
Those
different
are the people
cultures.
who built the country.
100%. You look at America. That place there, I know it sounds terrible and stuff. It was built on slavery and Chinese and all that stuff. Look at that now. They're fully... In America, you can say, I'm proud to be an American. I'm here. I'm bloody sitting back in my house. You know, I'm proud. You can't say you're proud to be an Australian nowadays if you're white descent.
You go to...
Because then you get called a racist.
You go to Cooma, right? I don't know if you know. Cooma, it's a small town here in New South Wales. It used to be the base camp for the Snowy Hydro scheme. The greatest engineering feat of Australian history, right?
Yep.
I grew up in that town.
Oh, so you're telling me the rabbit-proof fence wasn't the Australian engineering thing? Oh, crap. Sorry, Craig.
I mean, maybe, okay, I'll say one of, okay? And the rabbit-proof fence was built to keep the Huns out, just so you know.
But the rabbit-proof fence needs some maintenance work. So I've recently been down the rabbit-proof fence.
You're not allowed to.
Just a few months ago, actually. Me and my mate were going down the rabbit-proof fence, and we found bloody holes around it.
You're coming off topic, Corey. Corey, come off topic.
I digress. Right?
Yes.
You go to Cooma, there are flags from 52 different countries lining the main street. And those are all the countries that sent people to work on the Snowy Hydro scheme.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This country was built on multiculturalism.
Well, you think we had Australian engineers on the Sydney Opera House? No, we had scientists and engineers from everywhere. It's not a one-person built, like you're saying, Cranky. Everyone had input. So give people a bit of recognition.
We got
it's becoming a point.
My mother-in-law's family is coming to Australia, coming to Sydney. Sorry, they've already come to Australia. They've been here for a few months now. They're coming to Sydney next weekend, and I'm going to take them to see the Opera House and the Harbour Bridge.
You're going to do the walk?
Not the walk. We're going under it on a ferry.
Oh, okay. So you're not going to go over the top and let them walk over the bridge like everyone else?
Listen, I'm like you. I got a stuffed back. I'm not going over anything right now.
Yeah, I'd be getting on that boat too, mate. And if you look at the way the world's going back on that building of the Opera House, go have a look and see if you can play Spot the Aussie in any job that you go to now. You will find that most of them are not here in Australia. They're all multicultural. It'll be Chinese, South African.
But you can say that as well, Corey, but just because you're white or Aboriginal or whatnot, that doesn't make you're just Australian. There's Asian people, like Asians, I should say, that were born here. They're Australian, mate, as far as I'm concerned. If you were born here, you're an Aussie.
If you're born here, that's it. And I think the government needs to start prioritising that as well, and the workplaces need to start prioritising that.
And also,
if you're Australian, that you get the job over someone else that's not Australian.
That's a load of crap,
but
man.
Only if they hold the qualifications that they need for that job.
If you are good at that job, it shouldn't matter who you are, where you come from. If you are the best person for that job, you get that job. Correct. Also, you're also another way I think of you as an Australian is if you've come here and you've actually assimilated, like Planky, you know? He's come here. He's what, 23 years you said you've been here?
23 years, that's right.
And now you're taking the plunge to be an Australian citizen. As far as I'm concerned, mate, you're an Aussie. That thing is just a piece of paper.
Cheers,
But
my bro.
The problem is, buddy, everything these days is all about piece of paper.
I know.
Yeah.
And that's the worst thing about it is you can, and they've just recently had this on a current affair, I think about 3 to 6 months ago, where I think it was a bust in India because all they were doing was handing out diplomas and doctorates to be doctors in Australia. They were forged documents. These people hadn't even gone through the training, hadn't done any of the paperwork. All it is a piece of paper, a tick and flick. Oh, yep, here you go, mate. And that's the way some tickets are done these days.
But
Tick
that's
and
all
flick.
corruption, man.
It's
That's
all
corruption.
corruption. And you've got to be able to prove yourself. There needs to be some sort of pre-check when it comes to these pieces of paper. Like there needs to be
Yeah,
like
but the way the
screening.
world is now, you don't have to prove nothing.
Yeah,
Because
it's-
they have to prove you wrong.
I've got no
exactly.
idea how I managed to get a truck license, but I did.
Because you can drive. That's the difference.
Who
You
said
know-
that? You've never been in a car with me. You don't know if I can drive or not.
It's
Well,
common sense,
You drive
more
a
or
bus,
less.
so if you can drive a bus, it's common sense you can drive, and you still
Hey,
got the job
li-
after all
listen.
this time.
In 8 months, I've had 2 accidents in the bus, so you better shut up.
Oh, Jesus.
Shit, 2 accidents? Jesus, both your fault?
Yeah,
or-
No, nothing
course they were.
serious. Nothing serious, but they were my fault. One of them was...
You slammed the door on a child and dragged him down the street 20 metres. Was that you?
Jesus.
Was that you on the news?
No, that was in Victoria.
Ah, okay.
The time I did it, it didn't make the news. No, I'm kidding.
See,
Shit.
much
That was
like
the first
yourself.
incident.
I am joking,
Yeah.
but I've taken out one of the bus mirrors against the back of another bus pulling out.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's not
And-
yeah.
I get this. I crumpled the number plate of a car while I was pulling into a bus stop.
Bullshit.
No, how do you do that?
I just simply was paying more attention to the very upset passenger
Oh, no.
that he was a crackhead.
We love cracktivities. I love people watching them crackheads. They're the greatest.
People watching's the best.
I love
mate.
people watching.
Tell me about it.
Me and Corey were people watching the other week, because I don't live in Perth anymore. I live down south of Perth, and I went up to see some friends and stuff, and it was my week off work.
Mhm.
And I caught up with Corey, and me and him were sitting there poolside at the resort, just people watching and shit. Some of the stuff you see is just wild. And that was in Karrinyup, and there was just, it was wild. It was good fun.
This bloke had rung the bell, right? You know you're supposed to ring the bell before you get to your bus stop, right?
Yeah.
He rang it at the bus stop.
This dude rang it at the bus stop, and I'm still doing fucking 60 k's an hour,
What?
right? Then he starts kicking off. He's, oh, mate, I wanted to get off at the hospital. You fucking missed me, stop.
Yeah.
And he wasn't doing anything violent just yet, but I was like, all right, I'm going to get this guy off the bus. I pulled in at the next no stopping zone.
Oh,
Right.
No,
No, that's all right.
for buses.
The no stopping zone was long enough that I could pull the bus in, but because I was paying more attention to this bloke, I just very lightly sideswiped the car that was in the parking spot before the no stopping zone.
Oh, no.
No.
I
How did that go
just-
down?
Look, when I went back to put a note on this guy's window, I realized I shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah.
Because this car was such a beaten up piece of shit that it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
See, I'm notorious for going, nah, she'll be right. Keep going. I'm notorious for that.
The problem was I had already placed the call with the radio room. I was like,
No.
fuck, I've hit a car. You know, this is what's happened, and explained the whole situation as soon as it happened. And then, yeah, like I said, I went back because I finished my trip like a minute later. I got pulled into the station, locked the bus up, and I was like, I'm going to go and put a note on this guy's window, just let him know that everything's okay. You know, the damage will be taken care of. And as I'm walking up to the car, I realized, like, this thing's a beaten up piece of shit. I should have just left it.
$27.50. $27.50, new set of number plates. Yeah.
All I had to do is
Insurance
just pull the number plates straight, and it'll be right. But no,
Oh,
and there was
can you come
maybe a few scratches along the bumper, but that was it.
Can you come and sideswipe my car?
I don't think they'd like me driving to Perth very much.
I'd get a decent payout for that.
How did that go down in terms of your job prospects?
Payout.
Did they give you a warning about your driving, or they even say anything? What was the outcome of all of that?
I had to take a few trips with the driver trainer again.
No.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing too extreme.
Yeah, that's wild though. Good old boss man.
Yeah, drive. And how long did you have him on your bus for after that? Like just a couple of trips, or
just a couple of trips? Yeah.
And then he's like, "You're fine."
It would be a bit of a nightmare being a bus driver in the city, wouldn't it?
Well, he's not in the city.
I wouldn't know. I'm not in the city.
Okay,
Actually,
right.
I live and work in a semi-rural area just out of Sydney.
Oh, magic. That's a bit better.
It's what is it, about an hour to go to Sydney for you?
Yeah, about 45 minutes or so.
So he's basically a trip to Rockingham, just beyond Rockingham, and he's there.
Ah, right. Beautiful.
He's in
not
Sydney.
like me and you apart, eh? We're in WA. I'm right at the
4-hour trip to bloody Albany.
I'm right at the bottom, the furthest part, the lowest part in WA I live right next door to.
But you know what's funny about that? I don't mind doing a 4-hour trip, but Cranky's like, "Oh fuck, man, I've got to drive an hour into Sydney." I'm like, "Dude, I'm 4 hours. I'm 2 hours going to the farm. I'm 4 hours to Albany. I'm an hour from Perth. Mandra's 15-20 minutes, but it's not really anything I really do there. Rockingham's 20-minute drive. Like our little area, we got a Woolworths. That's basically it. Woolworths at a petrol station."
See, the thing is, I'm the same. I don't mind doing a 4-hour trip down to visit me mates in Cooma. I don't mind doing a 3-hour trip to visit my mother-in-law up the coast, because it's all country driving.
Exactly.
I'm more than happy. I get out there, I put the cruise control on, and I just go. Going into the city, however, I hate that.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to drive into the city with Sydney. The way Sydney drivers are, I walked through Sydney, and you're just shoulder to shoulder with everyone. Like, it's so busy. Even going into the city in Perth, like, yes, it's busy, but it's not like you're sardines. Whereas when I was in Sydney, you are quite literally, you're a fucking sardine trying to walk around, go in anywhere, you know, like trying to move. You may as well go to fucking China and walk around China, because you're that squashed in, you just can't fucking move anywhere.
And they're all Chinese people too.
Yeah, that's it. And they're all Chinese. You can't understand them. That's great. So the thing I watched the other day on YouTube, you know, the translation earbuds?
Yeah.
These blokes walking around China, and Chinese are sitting there talking shit about him. But this guy knows how to speak Chinese. But he had the translation earbuds, and he started talking Chinese back to him, and the shock on their face, they just went, "Oh." Yeah, I loved it. I was just like, I'm going to keep watching this shit. And he's got full episodes on it. It's crack up. But that's what I mean. Like, I would hate being in these big cities. And in Perth, it's starting to turn into that. We're looking at importing 1.5 million people into Perth alone. And it's like, we don't even have the fucking housing for it.
We've got a massive housing crisis.
We've got a massive housing crisis.
We cannot
build them fast enough.
So I don't know how it is over there for you, Cranky, but say in WA, if you're a bloke that's on pretty good coin and you're working full time, but you're single, you will be better off trying to get a share house than a real house or a unit. But if you're a single mother with 3 children, they will not even look at you. Yeah. They will not even give you they'll just throw your application out. Because they don't care. They know they can get more money off of people without children and stuff. And the rent now has gone from like what it used to be like $300 a week, say. It's gone from 300 to like $800 a week rent. Who in their right mind, doing a normal 9-to-5 job, is going to be able to afford $800 a week rent?
Nobody.
Yeah. No one.
Exactly. You need 2 incomes.
The same thing's happening over here.
Yeah. Like my sister, she lives in Toowoomba in Queensland, right? And she's saying to me, the housing over there is ridiculous as well. So it's not just a state thing; it's a whole nation thing.
It is.
We're all
Yeah.
struggling.
Why? Because the mentality is these people, they're all moving into the cities. And so everyone's going, oh, well, it's cheaper out in the country.
Yeah. Well, how's
And
this?
so
You
you
can
got
go
these
and
people
buy
that are moving out of the cities to make, they're making space for the people that are moving into the cities.
What?
And then at the same time, it's driving up the prices for the country towns as well as the cities.
Well, you can still now go into like 3 hours out of Perth now, for example. So you're pretty rural, right? 3 hours out of Perth is quite rural here in WA. Because we're quite a big country, quite a large state, right? So that there, you can still pick up a house for under 50 grand.
Yeah.
Where's this again?
Still, just out of anywhere about in the like wheat belt region or Great Southern or stuff like that, you can get a house for under $50,000 with a big shed. Sure, they're older houses, but you can get them for under 50 grand.
And smaller blocks.
Well, Swagman, guess who's moving to Western Australia next week?
Well, they're about the blocks that you're looking at in, like, for one place in Beacon, you look at an acre block, with a big shed on it, a nice 4x2, but it's not a brand new one.
But
it's
these
like
are
an older
also
style.
areas that are not heavily populated. These are areas where there is nothing for the fucking
Oh, no,
buyer.
Beacon's pretty
You've
good.
got an IGA.
that.
You've got an IGA and you've got a petrol station, and basically you might have a community pool and a community centre and a pub here and a pub there. But
but Corey, they're making these
community.
areas now. All the shires and all that now are starting to make areas little mini hubs.
Yeah,
so
it is like a little mini hub.
I went out to Noangara for work one time. They had better facilities at an RSL that was better than any one that I've seen in Perth.
Yeah. Yeah,
brand new pools,
RSL
brand new
know how to spend their money
sporting
wisely.
complex.
Yeah,
but this wasn't nothing to do with the RSL. This was to do with the Shire, and they put all this money into the tab to revamp it.
Yep, you get good shires, and then you get really crappy shires. But the shires that are really good and they're in touch with the community and do what the community want, they strive more because they never want to leave. It's when
but they're small shires, man.
Yeah, these are very small shires. Yeah.
So the place where I went to, Narrabeen, right? That place there, you can still buy a property there, right in town, literally across the road from the shop, for 70 grand, man, on 2 acres.
Grand.
On 2 acres with a big shed and 4x2.
Yeah, that's
sure. The house isn't brand new, but it's an older house. But they're still cracker, you know.
Yeah,
but 70 grand, man, on an acre, you're laughing.
As long as it works, it works.
Yeah, and it's just there's not so much, like, the schooling and stuff is a lot harder out there because it's district schools, so it's like K to 12. It's not like city schools. And most of the people send their children into ag college for high school anyway. They let them do the primary school in a small town, and then they send them off for ag college. Yeah.
Why I don't use them.
So, everybody, I'm taking over the stage.
The dishwasher just didn't dissolve the, the little cubes you get to put in the dishwasher.
Yeah, the tablet.
Yeah, well, I use like a dissolvable pad thing that you get. It's from, let me grab the packet. It's from called Lucid Glow. And it's dishwasher deep clean shine, and they're like little pads, fold up, put in there, and they dissolve instantly with water. It's better than the fucking cube shit you get from Woolworths and all that. Well,
you're right.
I just gone to fucking pull out because I was going to start prepping dinner and realised that the cube hadn't dissolved, so they haven't been washed. It's been hot washed with water. So I've just
I'm back.
Hey, all right. Let's stop talking about dishwashers. That's boring. Let's move on to some cool topics. Come on, Cranky, let's go.
Yeah, all right. Well, we're going to start going into failures at fucking workplaces, mechanical failures.
Well, we're halfway through the episode, and we finally started getting into the topic you wanted to talk about.
It's finally getting
exactly.
Into it.
That's what I was saying.
I thought I'd just let you go with it.
Moving on.
Well, that's what. Hold on a minute. That's what the show is all about, isn't it? That's why it's the chill zone.
That's why it's the chill zone. We don't
really have
we
a
have
structure,
a script, but do we follow it?
But sometimes, we let the conversation go where it wants to go.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yes. Free
That's the way we
flowing.
do things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way we run things over here. It's just free flow, let it run the way it's going to run.
Exactly.
So, Parnsy's disappeared and now he's back. So I want to get into mechanical failures. We've gone down the political stage. We've talked about Trump. Mechanical failures.
Yep.
Now,
We can hear you.
this was my last job I was on, and as Parnsy will know, I take pride in my job. Like I won't sit there if my machine's not working to the way it's meant to be working. I'll call up and say the machine's fucked. Either get it fixed or this job can't be done because I'm not going to do it twice. You do it once and you do it properly the first time, and if your machine's not doing it right the first time, then there's a fucking problem somewhere down the line. Now, my situation was, and no, so the one
he's no, hold on. He's going somewhere with this. All of this.
Oh, Cranky dropped out. So Cranky's. Oh no, we've lost. He's back. Is Cranky back? Cranky stopped record. Yeah, no, you're back, but you stopped. He's gone. Okay, guys. We'll just wait a sec, and then hopefully he'll come back. Luckily, I'm the one that hit record, so hopefully he'll be able to rejoin us. But I think someone's pulled the Wi-Fi cord. But I'll get into my story anyway. So he's gone. So I was on a mine site, and
I don't know what happened.
No, he's not. I was on a mine site. He's back. I was on
going
a
to
mine
say,
site,
right,
and I was on my water cart.
Hold on a second. All of this is leading up to a joke about the fact that I sent him a photo of my own tire with a screw hanging out of it the other day.
Yes. Well, there's that as well.
It's coming.
What happened on my site was we were at the point. I was on a really good truck. I had the 8-wheeler truck, and the 8-wheeler was working great up until some point. The pump just stopped putting out the water. Like the pump just fucked up completely. And when shit goes, something failed with the pump. It was the 8-wheeler. It was a great truck. Basically, all they had to do was replace the sprayer, and the pump would have started working again. Well, the pump that they brought out didn't fucking work, so they took the whole truck off site. And they drove back a 6-wheeler truck. I was like, fine, whatever, 6-wheeler. It just means I've got to go over it twice, but that's fine. And that's just to soak the water in. Well, guess what? Same fucking issue with the 6-wheeler comes across. Filled up the truck, and I started doing my line down at Area C on the mine site. And the water it wasn't heavy. Like the pressure just wasn't enough to pierce the fucking ground.
Yeah.
You're talking hot degree day. Fucking, we're going mid-40s to early 50s. And it was basically like you may as well get out there with a fucking garden hose and just garden hose the water. And he goes, why don't you just drop it in first gear? I said, what do you think I'm doing, mate? It's already in first gear. I'm already revving the engine past beyond its safety point. Like, it's not piercing the ground. And by the time I've gone and got water to then go over it the second time, it's already dried up. It was as if I was never there. So I'm just re-watering the same area again that I've just watered because I'm basically got a fucking a hose and I'm watering. So I've called the boss. I've said, hey, the machine's fucked. The 6-wheeler needs to go. Need to get that 8-wheeler fucking fixed and back on site. Well, he's like, oh, just do the best you can with it. I said, mate, I'm not getting anywhere with it. The dust is not suppressing. The water is not suppressing the dust.
Yeah.
It's not working. Well, it got so bad that to a point where I got so fed up, I literally called the boss and said, fucking book me a flight home. I'm not fucking dealing with it. You won't fucking listen. I'm done. Book me a flight home. By the time he had booked the flight, I was at the flight. I got home, and I told Parnsy this because I called him straight away. I said, I quit today. I called him blowing up.
Yeah.
I told the site boss. I told the supervisor, the superintendent. By the time I got home, the next day he's calling me up and go, hey, can you fly out again? I need you to go to a different site. And this was after he said, I'll never call you to do another job, rah, rah. And I said, good luck getting a good fucking operator, mate.
Yep.
I said, you called me out here because you couldn't fucking get a good operator. I take pride in what I do, and I'm not going to use a piece of shit and make myself look like shit, make the company look like shit because you don't want to bring out a good machine. And I hung up on him. You'll never fucking work again, rah, rah, all this shit, bang, fucking just hung up.
Yep.
Calls me the next day going, mate, can you come fly out to another site? Rah, rah. It was as if nothing could ever fucking happen. And I just said, sorry, mate, not available. Like, I take pride in what I do, and if something's not working, I'm not gonna fucking use it. Not only is it a safety problem, but you're gonna have people calling you up, going, "Can you come fucking drop water?" Rah, rah. And I'm like, I was just there. Like, I just dropped a whole tank in your area. Yeah, well, it's
Yeah.
not fucking working. I understand this. It's the truck. Get a fucking better truck. Well, mate, this is the tools I'm given. This is how I work with it. But yeah, basically the pressure wasn't enough to pierce it. Usually these 6-wheelers are pretty good out there, and you can use them. But there was obviously, again, something wrong with the pump. It wasn't pushing it out. There was a blockage or whatever. The mechanics looked at it, tried to fix it, couldn't fix it. In the end, they tagged it out. The following day, they flew me home and said, "Yeah, we've removed the truck from site. There was a fault with it." I said, "Well, no fucking shit. Well, it's not like I hadn't told you that already."
Yeah.
So, but there's been other situations, not just water trucks. I've been on Moxies, and you'll just get oil pressure alarms going off. So on your dashboard, you can see all your oil levels. It gives you a range of when it starts to get hot and cold. You can also check it on the outside as well, and it gives you a gauge on the outside. Now, the one on the outside is basically, yeah, on my gauge, it would tell me that I've got no fucking oil, and I'm looking around going, "Where the fuck is it?" And I'm looking right underneath, and there's a puddle of fucking oil sitting around the bottom of the tyre area, and I'm like, "Why the fuck is there oil sitting on one of my tyres?" Obviously, I've had to tag the truck out. This happened 3 times before they finally realised there was a fucking hole in the hose. So I was driving around basically pissing oil out all day. And they'd come out and they'd top the fucking oil up. Yeah, that's so good for the environment. Don't worry, I tagged and reported all of this in pre-start, so I covered my ass.
Yeah.
But when you're on a Moxie, you just got to do what the boss says. You know, you fucking get it going, you get it going. Until the alarms come on and your machine starts to fucking do what it's doing. I'm like, "Hey, I've got to pull up. The alarms are going, oil, blah, blah, blah." Bang, fucking truck gets pulled up. You get a blasting from the boss saying, "Why the fuck did you stop? Rah, rah. Just keep working." I said, "Mate, go have a look at it before you fucking blast me." Do you think the boss ever comes back and apologizes? No, he goes straight to the fucking mechanic, and he'll get in his car and he'll fuck off somewhere else. And by the next morning, he'll come back and he'll act like fucking nothing happened. He'll, "Hey, mate, how's it going? How's your morning been?
Yep.
Are you fucking serious, cunt?
Yep.
Like, do you not just remember the fucking conversation we had yesterday about this truck?" It's like it was forgotten. Just cleared his head. No apology. Very good. No, "Oh, sorry about the other day, mate. Like, you were right. Fucking, we should have, pulled up earlier." But nothing like that. No apology. Just completely forgotten.
No.
New fucking dump truck given.
Something that happens in my industry all the time.
This is why I swapped to
Seriously,
work health
all the
safety.
time.
I got sick of it so much dealing with bosses like that I changed my profession completely. I went from operator to work health safety. I thought, "Hey, I'm gonna fucking join the dead end. You want to fucking have a go? At least have a go at me as a work health safety officer then." And I've been in HSEQ management roles. I've been in work health safety officer roles, just standard health and safety officer work.
Yeah.
I'm one of those wankers. Yeah, the exclusion zone. That we have to then call out, "Can we come in?" But the plus side of it, if it's
He's the one who
that's
pulls
it.
up to the jump side in a brand new
So
Toyota
I joined the
Corolla
dark side
and
instead
puts his
of
little
putting
high
up.
vis vest on and gets out.
Yeah.
The clean helmet, yes.
Clean helmet. It doesn't stay clean in my area. So the thing with my style of work health safety, if I was just the officer, it means that I can go out into the field and I can actually engage with the workers and help more. So my idea was, I still have the gloves, I can still help. Now, there was some companies that didn't like that method. They would tell me, "Why are you doing that? Why are you still putting the gloves on? You're there as a work health safety officer, not to work." And I'm like, "Well, I know the job. I know the parameter of the job. I know what needs done. I've signed onto all the permits. I've done the correct steps. So why would I watch them struggle because we're a team member down doing a job that I know I'm capable of doing and I can assist them with?" And some bosses went,
That's the thing, isn't it?
"Okay, no worries." But then other bosses would be like, "Why the fuck are you doing that? You're getting your shirt dirty." So, you're meant to be there and ticking and flicking and keeping it up.
Yep.
They're looking at it as so the thing with my companies, which I was getting onto, was they like the health and safety officer to do the tick and flick. Even when something's wrong and you notice it, they don't want you to comment on it. They just want you to go, "That was okay. That person, even though he didn't have gloves on, didn't have eye protection, was using a hot works fucking grinder without fucking any safety parameters," they want you to go, "That was good. That was okay. He was
You
fine.
know, this is
Next,
something
please.
that I've noticed about that whole industry, about construction, about mining, the whole industry that requires, where this podcast came from, traffic control, is they want you to fail.
Yeah.
Right? They, for some reason, do not want you to succeed.
Yeah. It's like if you become successful at your job, it looks bad for them. They just want you to fit in at the right height that they need you to be and fit into the box they want you to be at.
Exactly.
And they want
They're gonna
a yes person, not a person that raises the ongoing issues. My job was, I'm not going to do what you tell me to do. I'm going to do what's done, that's meant to be written here in your own policy. That's what I'm going to follow, because that's what your policy says, not what you're verbally telling me that would see me in a law of court, get my ass railed, and you backing up over me and then driving forward again, because I know if we went to court over this matter, you're going to protect yourself and the company and say, we never told him to do that. So why would I go against your own policy?
That's one of the reasons I left the industry, honestly.
Yeah.
Because
it's so bad now.
They are so bad. They're always out to sack someone. It's not about it's not about defending people.
Mm-hmm.
They don't hire human resource girls to help you out. They don't hire HSCQ to help the worker out.
No.
Those guys are there to look for reasons to fuck you off.
Yeah. And any reason given. Yeah. And you want to cover your own ass as much as possible.
Go on, Parnsy.
Correct. Tree grinders.
Yep.
Constantly.
Yeah. Home Depot. Yeah.
And you've got the mechanical mind, though, Parnsy, which is different. Like, you've actually got that mechanical understanding of things. You've had the time in your past. How can I word this? In your past, you've had the time to really hone in on those skills. Yeah.
No, I mean, which out of the three of us hasn't had that?
Yeah, me. I am not mechanically minded. I call Parnsy and go, fuck, how do I fix this?
But you see, the thing is, you still do that.
Yeah, I'll ring Parnsy if I've got an issue.
Yeah. I'm sure it was a party. Absolutely fantastic time you had. Yep. Well, that right there is a red flag. Yep. Yep. Well, that's because it comes from Italy. Never trust an Italian mechanic. Yep. I know how it is when you don't have the proper tools. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Fuck.
Yeah. that took about what, 2 days? 2.5 days.
But the important question is, how many beers did you go through while you're doing it?
0. Oh, Parnsy's dropped out again.
Yeah. Oh,
damn. Hey, Parnsy, you're gonna have to tell that part again. You dropped out.
I reckon Riverside will pick it up.
Hey, you were just dropping out. That's all. You're back now.
Double jacks. That's the one.
That is the only way.
How many times I've done mechanical work while I'm on the old double jacks? I can't even begin to tell you the answer to that question.
It gets to a point where you go, this is a tomorrow job.
That's what I did with the tire.
Yeah. So your tire was we'll do it tomorrow.
It is. I mean,
Parnsy, you still with us? We've lost Parnsy.
He's gone.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I know what's
He's gone.
happened with him.
We'll wait for him to come back. He's just probably trying to sort shit. Yeah. So it gets to a point where some of these jobs you just like, you can do as many pre-starts as you like. You can do as many warnings to your boss as you like about certain situations when it comes to even like Parnsy's situation, constant breakdowns. And I've heard stories from him where he's pre-warned the boss about situations, but his boss goes, should be right, keep going. But then it gets worse and worse until it breaks. But basically, keep driving it until it breaks. That's what I get told. Parnsy's been told the same. Keep driving until she breaks. So that's what happens.
Well, I can tell you this much though.
Your situation, what did you do? You ran over a fucking
I just went over
screw.
Over a screw or something like that. I don't know. It's still in the tire. The tire's still holding pressure, so I'll worry about it tomorrow.
It's a tomorrow problem.
It's a tomorrow problem, even though on Friday it was a tomorrow problem as well. But I'll tell you.
You just got to get one of those plug pullers and just take the screw out, put the plug. Done.
I've got to, once my back starts hurting a bit less, I'll do it. I know I'm definitely not supposed to complain to you about back pain, but
mate, I'm about to have fucking me whole. See, that's what shits me about my back.
Yeah.
My doctor went in there and he put the nerve blocker in. He put the fucking cortisone in, and that was meant to be the end of it. That was meant to be the, you're done, rah, that's it, you'll be fine. And then he tells me on the phone call going, hey, mate, by the way, you're bone on bone and you're going to need further surgery.
Yeah.
We're going to have to remove your disc. We're going to have to put in a metal rod.
I'm glad.
Which is a good segue into that's why you can see my GoFundMe up on our page there, because I need to raise $6,500. It's $4,500 for the surgery. It's another at minimum. I've been told it could be anywhere from $1,700 to $2,500 for the anaesthesis, and then another $250 to $300 for pharmaceuticals after that. So $7,000 at the moment. I've raised enough to get it down to about $5,500. So not almost there, but we've had significant amount of donations put in. So thank you to all those people that have done the donations. But if you are listening, jump onto our Shonky Traffic Controllers page, and you can see the GoFundMe there. That should be pinned to the top of our page.
If they do just go straight to GoFundMe from this podcast, what should they search for? Your GoFundMe has a name.
Yeah, well, I do not know how to change that name, but it is called Organised by In the Zone Traffic. I'm just going to click on it, because when I click on it, it has been changed. It now says organised by my first name and last name, so that is not good.
Okay, fair enough. So
click on the link, and it should work. I've done it. If Cranky, you want to jump on there and just see that if you click on the link, it works, and confirm that it works for everybody.
You're making me work for it, are you?
I'm going to make you work for it.
I gotta see. I don't really use Facebook.
Shonky Traffic Controllers in the search bar in the top left. If you're using your PC.
If I'm using my PC.
Yeah, and see your search bar, search Facebook.
Hold on, I'm typing with 2 fingers. Slow down. Shonky Traffic Controllers.
Yep.
And community, and then it's in, what is it?
That's
top
it.
Left.
No, now you just scroll until you see my post, which I am going pin to featured.
Yep, there it is. And you just click on it. And that's it. It's there. Done.
That's it. It's done. There you go, people. Simple as. It's a good way to just get in there and donate to my getting a metal rod into my back. It is a struggle.
This page, can I say a big thank you to the people who have donated?
Yes, you can.
We would like to say an enormous thank you so far to Corey Bryant, who's donated $200, and Young, Steve Gunton, Aaron Wells, and Anonymous. We have an anonymous member. It almost feels like something out of an Austin Powers movie, doesn't it? Like a spy.
It's a spy. I did not see the anonymous one, so that must be a brand new one that's come in. Hey, brand new one. Thank you to Anonymous.
But
thank you very much.
Back to the subject of mechanical failures, which, by the way, hopefully you will not be one, because
2 Anonymous have now donated.
2 Anonymous, okay. Yeah,
hopefully 2 Anonymous, Darren, Steve, Owen, and Corey Bryant. Thank you very much.
Hopefully, you, as the $6 million man, in the next couple of weeks will not be a mechanical failure. As a bus driver, I welcome mechanical failures. Bring them on. Bring them on, because it means overtime for me.
Sorry, Ryan, carry on.
No, you're all good. There have been...
Parnsy's back. He just dropped reception.
Back.
Sorry, gents. Bloody headphones and Everything decided it wanted to die.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
so it died. That's why his phone was dying. I don't know if you
Yeah,
being on it and recording is going to work then.
That'll work. It'll be fine.
yeah.
I'll get it. I'll get
Yep.
it off him. No, I was going to say, as a bus driver, I welcome the mechanical failures.
Yeah, because you get to sit in the crib room.
No, hell no. We don't get a crib room. If the
Oh,
bus breaks down, I just sit wherever it breaks down.
the crib room
But
of your bus, the crib bus.
the crib bus, that's right.
Yeah, the crib bus.
But I call in the radio room. They send out another bus to pick up all the passengers. And I just sit in the bus for an hour and wait for the mechanic to arrive.
That's it. Alrighty, guys, we've hit our 1 hour mark. I want to give a big shout out to Caravan Kings, which is Corey Bryant. I've just looked up. He is the owner of Caravan Kings. So thank you very much for your donation, Corey Bryant. I knew I recognised that name somewhere. Owen Young, thank you. Thank you to everyone that donated. Shout out to all our sponsors who Aussie Power, where you can get all your great water bottles from, who also ran a competition on our page, to which we will be running another competition really soon.
We will be doing a giveaway, so watch this space.
Watch this.
Are we
space.
allowed
It
to
is a
enter
very good
ourselves?
giveaway.
Or...
This will
Of
be a
course
thing
you're
that
allowed to
I cannot enter,
Parnsy.
and Cranky cannot enter, but Parnsy, of course, you can enter. This is going to be, what is the prize going to be? Have we even...
What we will be doing is putting out a code word in an episode, and then a few episodes later, we will be running the actual competition.
Yeah, there we go.
So we're going to get people paying attention to the episodes, to each podcast, and
that's going to be
is where your reward will come from.
And the reward being?
The reward being possibly a 1 or 2 liter water bottle. That's not happening.
Yeah, it's an all expenses paid trip flights to Bali. No, it's not. No, it's just going to be a 1 or 2 liter water bottle from Aussie Power. And if you're lucky enough, we will see if we can get your name engraved on it. It is something that the engraving side we're still trying to figure out, but either way, you'll have a 1 or 2 liter water bottle. And
the engraving side will happen. It's the size of the water bottle that we got to figure out first.
Yes, that is it.
Why? Frankly, because we're paying for it out of my pocket, and I am broke.
Yeah. We are not cash flow happy podcast. Everything does come out of our own pockets. So anything you can do to help, and by helping us, you can donate to through On Track Meals and using our code word in the zone 10 at the checkout. And that way you are helping us and you're helping On Track Meals get all your camping supply foods from On Track Meals. Great food. We wouldn't be boasting about it if we haven't or don't use the product ourselves. We do on a daily basis.
We certainly do.
We continue to use it. It's great for camping. I used it in my last trip down to Albany. I even told Parnsy, I've got me On Track Meals. It's fine. We've already eaten dinner. He's like, nah, come have a feed with me. Yep. I'm like, no, we've got it sorted. They are great meals, so go check them out. ontrackmeals.com. Is it .com.au or is it just .com? I think it's .com.
.com.au/in the zone.
In the zone. And if you can't remember in the zone, just remember it at the checkout to get your 10% discount.
Yep. In the zone 10. That's all capitals and the numbers 10.
And a shout out to Parnsy for joining us this week on our episode and last week on our last week's episode. It's been great again having you on our podcast, and you're welcome here anytime.
You certainly are, mate. It's nice to meet you too.
Infant. Yeah, you too, mate. Maybe we can
all right,
next
guys.
time I can actually be in a better internet service.
He's dropped out again. I love how he's phone. Maybe next time.
Next time,
dropped out.
It's all good.
You dropped out again, Parnsy. And he's gone again.
He's gone for good. Anyway,
all right, guys,
that'll do us.
We're going to see you next week, and take it easy. Enjoy. I'm going to leave you with some music. Autobot that out.
Wait a minute, music. Am I supposed to line that up or you? Oh, you are. All right, I reckon that'll do us. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Take it easy.